DHIS2 is used by hundreds of public administrations and organizations worldwide to collect data and inform national and global decisions on public health. However, each instance of DHIS2 is a self-contained environment, and sharing data and metadata across multiple implementations can be a challenging and labor-intensive process. Metadata Sync is the solution. The Metadata Sync app is designed to simplify and automate the process of synchronizing and sending data and metadata between any number of DHIS2 implementations, however different they might be. Metadata Sync can compare 2 or more DHIS2 instances, map their metadata and save the mapping, send data from one instance to another, making all necessary transformations automatically on the fly, keep selected metadata synchronized between instances. Metadata Sync gives you full control. You can decide if you want to send all available data or just a few parts of it. You can send data as it is or aggregate it in some way. And what's more, data and metadata synchronizations can be fully automated. You can schedule them to run without any manual work. Save time and energy to focus on what matters, and let Metadata Sync do the heavy lifting.
Hello, I am Nacho Foche, Director of EyeSeeTea, and I'm going to quickly highlight some of my favorite features from our Metadata Sync. First of all, the interface of Metadata Sync. You can do everything, and I mean everything, from the graphical interface, which is user-friendly and intuitive. I'm going to just quickly show you some screens, but I invite you to watch our tutorial so you can see how easy it is to use. When syncing metadata and data between the DHIS2 instances, very often they are not completely aligned and you need to adjust a UID here, a code there. All that is solved in Metadata Sync by its graphical mapping that you can see here. After creating an instance, you click on metadata mapping and you can map everything, all the metadata, including the organization units that you have. So the mapping is so easy as what I'm going to show you. So you can just decide a certain element, you click on auto map, and the auto map feature will do the work for you. It will try to find a UID, a code, or do a best effort strategy with a name, and provide you with a possible match that it won't only be the element in itself, but any dependency like the related metadata mapping. In this case, it also found a perfect match for all the category options that were associated to the category combination of that data element. Once you have mapped your metadata, then you can go and execute your synchronization that can be aggregated data, individual data, or metadata. All of those can be a one-off, that's the manual sync, or it can be a rule that you might want to execute later in the future, or even a schedule. You can schedule a rule. Creating a rule is not so difficult. It's just following these steps. You will be selecting metadata. You will be selecting the dependencies of that metadata in case that you want to exclude some. And then you can select multiple destination instances at a time if you want, schedule it, and you are done, basically. One of the beauties of Metadata Sync is also that it's keeping a history of everything. At any point, you can check what was the result of a synchronization, who executed it, and what was the status. So you can investigate later what happened in your synchronizations and why you have the metadata that you have. Another very powerful feature of Metadata Sync is the metadata distribution. You can create metadata packages and by simply creating a module, which is a pointer to your metadata, then clicking on create a package from that module, and that will give it a version, and your DHIS2 will become a distribution system of packages. So that means that anybody with another Metadata Sync can point to you, I can see your packages and decide to install them. Then it is super easy, if you prefer, to just publish the package to a GitHub repository, which will become the distribution system. We really hope this app is useful for you, at least as it is for us, and we are looking forward to your feedback and your vote. Thanks so much from me and from the EyeSeeTea team.